Happy Friday, Team Bahay! Don't forget to use our official hashtag, Star Magic Spotlight. We would love to hear and see your comments, and we will read your comments later on. Pero syempre, comment down below how are you guys feeling. Happy Friday ulit, diba? July 11. Yes, it is July 11. Grabe, second week na ng July. I feel like 2025 is going so fast, but then I hope everyone is feeling blessed and happy and healthy, diba everyone? And also, a big thank you as well to Coffee Project for our space today. O diba, ang ganda ng setup natin, very homey ang atake. Kaya naman, comfortable yung mga artists natin for our short chika minute. Ayan! So of course, our first artist for today for our Star Magic Spotlight Press Conference, ang makakasama natin, one of our well-known Kapamilya artists, very, very talented, especially sa drama and action. Mapa-TV, pelikula, or streaming platforms, minahal natin ang iba't ibang roles niya. Siguradong tumatak sa atin. Kaya naman, before we get to know him, let's all watch this.
A well-known name in the industry, he has long established himself as one of the country's most compelling actors. From unforgettable roles in series Maria Mercedes, Tayong Dalawa, Ikaw Lamang, The Iron Heart, Kaguya Killer, Philippine adaptation of What's Wrong with Secretary Kim, and FPJ's Batang Quiapo, Jake continues to showcase his unmatched range. On the big screen, he has delivered gripping performances in films like Panday, Sit Sit, My Father, Myself, and many more. His talent has also been recognized abroad, earning Best Actor awards at the 2014 International Film Festival in Manhattan and the 2016 World Cinema Festival. Up next, Jake is part of the powerhouse cast of the highly anticipated Philippine drama thriller What Lies Beneath, starring alongside Bella Padilla, Charlie Dizon, Janela Salvador, J.M. De Guzman, and many more. With his grit, experience, and undeniable screen presence, Jake Cuenca is and remains an unstoppable figure in Philippine entertainment. He is not slowing down anytime soon.
Yes, alright, and with that being said, Star Magic Spotlight Press Con, let's give it up for Jake Cuenca!
Hey guys, good afternoon. Thank you so much for that. Natouch naman ako doon from my Star Magic family, and thank you so much for having me today.
Yes, Kuya Jake, thank you so much also for
Thank
being
you.
here. Hello. Guys, sinabi ko kanina, first time din ni Kuya Jake dito sa Star Magic Spotlight Press Con, so we're so excited to talk to you, Kuya. But, of course, congratulations on everything.
Thank
Grabe.
you.
I feel like, I think, okay, sinabi to ni Miss Tess sa akin kanina ni Kuya Alan, you lost a lot of weight. And I feel like
Yeah.
it's all because of the drama, the action series that you've been working on.
Yeah, well, what the tricky part is the hard part is like balancing two projects at the same time. So, syempre, I had to lose a lot of weight for What Lies Beneath, but then also have to maintain a figure in Batang Quiapo. So that's the challenging part, but that's why I act. It's for these challenges.
Yes.
So,
And I'm sure, Kuya, given na action, halos lahat ng, what you're working on now, parang you really have to train for the role.
Definitely. Tsaka kasi ako, like, I believe kasi, like, for me, when you're an actor, like, it's a lot easier when you make a transformation. And then parang once you change your body, which whether it's a weight loss or weight gain, diba? Then certainly everything else follows and you feel different. And then you feel like you're in character. So for me, it's part of my process to really make a transformation for any role. Like, sabi ko, if it's Batang Quiapo or What Lies Beneath or Iron Heart, what I typically do is I really challenge myself to make it different. And the way that I know how to make it different is to make a transformation. Either I lose the weight, whether I get big for Los Bastardos where I have to be a bigger guy, or if I have to be a thinner guy in What Lies Beneath because I'm playing a convict. And it's all part of like my process, and that's the way I enjoy acting. It's committing yourself 100%.
Yes, actually, Kuya Jake, super interesting that you talked about committing yourself 100% to a role. But like what you said kanina, it's hard to balance two roles at the same time.
Little bit, yeah, tricky.
Yes. So how do you do that, Kuya Jake? Paano yung process mo to go from one role to another role, knowing na parang tuloy-tuloy yung days?
But actually, sa totoo lang, para to lose the weight, kanyari kailangan mong papayat, that's not really that hard eh. Kasi parang kung sanay ka na mag-diet, sanay ka mag-workout, anyone can really do it. It's just really a commitment, right? But what's really hard is to maintain it. The hardest thing is na-reach mo na yung 30-pound weight loss mo, and then you have to keep it, you have to hold it for 10 months because you're shooting the thing. So that's really the hard part, and it really takes like a lot of love for the project. It's a lot of dedication. It's also like, parang for me nga kasi, it's like 23 years na ako maate. So what you see like, let's say in the snippet kanina, that's already like 23 years of characters I've done. So it's like for me, I'm always striving na maiba, even just a little bit. Or I'm also like challenging myself na ibang performance ang ibigay ko sa audience ko. And like for me, parang, especially like with the conditions of ABS, syempre parang there's not a lot of projects yet. But I certainly feel very lucky that I'm part of a few projects. So for me, parang I'm only gonna commit 110% to dedicate myself to these projects.
Kuya, you mentioned na physically it's tricky, but then can you talk to me about the mental aspect naman of balancing both roles?
Well, sa dalawang project na itong ginagawa ko, Batang Quiapo and What Lies Beneath, hindi siya mahirap i-differentiate because it's two very, very different, magkaibang sistema eh. It's like, parang pagdating ko sa Batang Quiapo, there's no script. So parang the best you can do as an actor is prepare mo sarili mo emotionally to whatever they're gonna ask of you, whether it be a fight scene or a big dramatical sequence with all these award-winning actors. You have to be ready for that. Diba? But then with What Lies Beneath, with RCD Narratives, I'm lucky to have all the scripts with me. So it's a different preparation because in this one naman, like I'm reading the scripts every day. Also with What Lies Beneath, of course, like it's my first time to play a convict. So nag-immerse din ako 7 months in Mandaluyong City Jail. So it's also like, for me naman, parang, of course when I say it, it sounds so grabe, immersing 7 months. But for me naman, yun din yung maganda sa pagiging artista eh. You get to experience these things na hindi mo naman talaga ma-experience in real life, or you wish you don't. Like, the last thing you want is to end up like, diba, in jail, for real. But the beauty of being an artist is that you get to see that perspective, diba, from that lens. And for me, parang the role, when they give me roles like this, I really, really commit to it because it's also an opportunity for me to see the world in a different lens. Diba? That's really, for me, is the beauty of being an actor.
Kuya, can I kind of go deeper into that? You spent 7 months in Mandaluyong jail.
City jail,
City jail, yes. But then I know I was able to research on some of like Evan Peters, Tom Holland, when they go into really dark roles, that really takes a toll on them.
Yeah.
How about for you, Kuya Jake? How do you handle that?
Yeah, no, definitely. It's it's definitely intense. It's definitely heavy. But I think one thing na hindi na pag-uusapan ng maraming artista, it's like the best tool that you can have as an actor is to be able to compartmentalize everything. That's also, you're gonna need that when you're juggling 2 to 3 projects at the same time. Marunong kang mag-compartmentalize. So parang, for this project, itong set of skills lang yung gagamitin ko. For the next one, it's gonna be this set. So, for me, I'm just lucky. Kasi in my journey, I got to study. Diba? Nag-aaral ako. And because I do theater, I know what to do every day as an actor. Like, kunyari, if I'm immersing in Mandaluyong City Jail for 7 months, I know what to do Monday to Saturday. Like, Monday, I'm just doing this for my script. Tuesday, I'm just maybe absorbing things that I see there. And then Wednesday, I start to perform it. Thursday, I start to share it with some of the inmates. And then, so yeah, typically like, because of theater, I know how to read a script many different ways. And by the time you get to the set, after like 7 months or 6 months of immersing, nothing will really shock you anymore. If a director asks you to do something, you kind of covered it. And if you're reading it, daily. Then at the same time, sabi nga with What Lies Beneath, it was so funny because so finally we got to the set. We went to, we were shooting in Cavite City Jail this time. And then my producers, tinanong sa akin, "Oh Jay, kamusta ka? Are you okay with everything?" Kasi puro mga inmate kasama ko. And I told the producers, sabi ko, to be honest, like, what I went through in 7 months on my own was a lot worse than what I'm seeing right now. But that's the beauty of it, eh. Parang, you just trust that the preparation is going somewhere, and then when you get to the set, you're like, wow, I feel absolutely prepared. And then, you're excited to go to work. Alam mo yung excited kang, kahit dagdagan pa man nila yung eksena na yan, or even if they ask more things of you, you're like, okay, piece of cake. Kasi I've already done all the hard work at home.
It's all about mental preparation talaga.
Yeah.
Grabe. But congratulations, Kuya Jake. You're doing absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
And I know, right what we mentioned earlier, you're into drama, into action. kailan natin makikita na si Jake Cuenca sa mga lovey-dovey films? Wow! Are you open to that, Kuya?
Yeah, of course, parang sabi ko nga, I just watched, kakapanood ko ng movie ni Mom Sharon sa akin, Game Dong,
Yes,
and I
the
loved
best.
it. So I really enjoyed it. Tapos sabi ko, what I loved about naman that movie was parang ang gaan. Like, even though bigat ng ibang mga pinagdadaanan nila, of course, I won't spoil it. But, kahit mabigat yung pinagdadaanan nila, it was a very, like, minimalist na natural na pelikula. And I only wish to get a movie like that one day. Yeah.
Kuya Jake, of course, lovey-dovey movies talking about, all about love. Well, of course, I'm sure a lot of your supporters want to know how your heart is.
Yeah.
How is your heart, Kuya Jake?
Wow, fantastic. Actually, halos magkasabay lang kami ni Chi on the way here. Kasi
Yes.
may shoot din siya sa ABS right now. So, we really cherish these days na minsan nagkakatrabaho kami or kahit magkasabay kami go to work. Kasi parehas kami we're both like very passionate about our jobs and we're both basically workaholics. So, like days like this na magkasabay kami on the way to work, we're like super happy na we get to do that.
So cute. And I believe, Kuya Jake, the last time we heard from you guys, dating pa lang din, dating stage. What is the score now?
Well,
Wow.
not hard to put di ba parang of course, if I was gonna put a title on it, mas gusto ko na sabay kami dalawa to say that. So of course, because of my respect for
Yes.
her. But we're in a very, very good place. I'm very, very happy. And for me nga, sabi ko, I think, you were just saying na parang, like, you were just saying about the other actors, di ba, na ang bigat ng pinagdadaanan nila when they do roles like this, di ba? But for me, I'm very lucky that I have Chi, kasi she really, really grounds me. And then parang, when I see her, it's so easy to compartmentalize. Parang, ang daling bitawan lahat ng pinagdaanan in the day, or madaling sabihin sa sarili ko na, okay, I'm not a character, just she helps me with that.
Very important talaga na may support system, di ba? You know, parang they make you, or artists choose career or love life. Parang it's nice to choose both, di ba?
Yeah, absolutely. But why think in scarcity? Why not think in abundance where you can have it all? And you can just work harder.
Exactly.
That's how I think about it.
Stay inspired, have someone who inspires you and grounds you at the end of the
You have
day.
to sacrifice one or the other. And that's no way to do it. I think you just have to work a little bit harder and go the longer route. And why not get everything that you feel like you deserve?
Thank you so much, Kuya Jake. We're so happy for you guys. Grabe, congratulations again. Palakpakan po natin si Kuya Jake and Ate Chi. Wow! Dahil happy po sila, kailangan happy rin tayo dito, guys. O, diba? May mga nagsasana ko dyan. But of course, we would like to open now the floor, Kuya Jake. We'll continue our kwento session later on. But now, we will open the floor to our friends from the media. Thank you to our friends from the media for coming. But let's start things off first with Miss Janice of Entertainment.
Hey, Janice.
Yes, our entertainment editor of Bulgar. Hello, Miss Janice.
Hi, Jake.
Hey,
Nice to see you
Janice.
again.
Nice to see you again.
It's been a while. Oo,
Yeah.
parang 1 year, mahigit na na nagkita tayo.
I
Nung
think
nakwento
so.
ko yung bagong series mo.
I think so.
So, Jake, in your 23 years in the industry, syempre parang isipin namin, ang dami mo nang nagawa, ang dami mo nang roles na nagampanan. Pero do you feel na may kulang pa rin?
Ang dami pa. Parang, that's the thing, parang, alam niyo, parang, one thing that I realized about acting in general, and also parang sinasabi rin ko like, I think Sanford Meisner said it, and I think Cillian Murphy just said it recently as well. Sinabi niya, it takes 20 years or 30 years to really figure out acting. So I'm in my 23 years and I feel like I just got started. Parang feeling mo, you finally understand it now. You get it. Diba? Parang for me, I'm watching all my stuff, diba, the past na pinapakita nila. I'm like, of course, I'm proud of all of that. But parang once the pandemic ended and we started working, parang feeling ko nagsimula ako ulit. So parang I feel like ang dami ko pang gagawin. Parang I feel like I just got started again. And I have theater also to thank for that. Kasi nag-teatro ako biglang parang nagsimula, parang na-reset lahat. Then you're so excited kasi parang ang dami mong bagong skills, ang dami mong bagong learnings na gusto mong i-apply in every role or every project that you do.
At na-mention mo rin kanina, pinanood mo yung movie ni na Ding Dong and Ma'am
Yeah, I
Sharon.
loved it.
Ikaw ikaw ba naisip mo na what if kami naman ni Ma'am Sharon gumawa ng movie?
Dami dream project. Talaga, sabi ko, alas pag makaawa na ako sa batang kaya pa lang, hindi mo naman ako nagsaya kasama si Ma'am Chano. But for me kasi, alam mo, one thing na talagang nire-relish ko or talagang chine-cherish ko pagdating sa Batang Quiapo is to be able to work with all the best actors in the industry. Ma'am Charo, Kuya Albert, Tito Bo, Coco, Chandra Romero, Cedar Rodriguez, Dante Rivero. And for me, parang, ano kasi ako parang, I really am like a fan of the classics, yung mga old school. So pag nakikita ko yung mga senior actors na I really cherish them. Saka, they really bring out the best in you So if I was given ever a project with Ma'am Sharo, I wouldn't even think about it. Kahit anong role na yun, gagawin ko na yun.
Pwede rin ba yung May-December affair?
Wow, that'd be more interesting. Yan, hindi ko pa nagagawa. So maybe that would be interesting. Yeah.
And syempre, Jake, sa pagkawala ni Makoy sa Batang Quiapo, may pressure ba sa'yo na ikaw naman yung magdala ng contributor role doon, di ba? Kasi dati si Makoy ang talagang kumukuha ng gigil ng mga madlang people.
Yeah.
Ngayon ba may pressure sa'yo na parang ikaw yung naiwan doon ngayon?
Not at all. Parang I feel like they got the right guy for the job, to be honest. Kasi, alam mo, parang for me, pag ako ay kontrabida, I really go into a different mode. Talaga, I really enjoy it. Parang, it's freeing for me. Kasi for this moment in time, I don't have to try so hard to be liked. Yung hindi ko kailangan ipilit na mag-stall ako ng tao. In fact, the worse I do, the better it's gonna get. So, parang pag nag-uusap kami ni Coco, like, to be honest, I'm enjoying myself. There's no pressure Kasi lahat ng eksena na binibigay sa akin, I'm just having fun with all of it. And parang, sabi ko, dahil sa mga pinagawa na sa akin, yung parang eksena namin ni David, o yung mga sayaw, as Miguelito Guerrero, parang na-break ko na yung mga limits, yung barriers ng character. So sinasabi ko kay Direk Coco, kahit ano pagawa niyo sa akin. Like, I'm already at that point where I'm just seriously enjoying myself. And then, na-enjoy ko rin lahat Like, I enjoy, sabi ko, that's the beauty about being a kontrabida. Parang, you don't have to try so hard to be liked because they're gonna hate you, right? Kagalit sila sa'yo. But at the end of that, if you do a very good job, they'll respect you. And for me, parang 23 years, it's always been like that. And parang na-enjoy ko na siya And sabi ko nga parang, nung kinast rin ako for this, it's been a while na nagkontrabida ako na ganito, just again. And no pressure, I'm really having the time of my life.
So parang minamani-mani mo na lang yun.
I wouldn't say it's easy.
May challenge pa rin.
Hindi ko sasabihin madali, but it's fun. So, alam mo yung pag nag-enjoy ka, kunyari, whatever your sport is, whether it be boxing or basketball or football or whatever athletic sport, nakakalimutan mo yung hirap ng laro pag nag-enjoy ka And for me, that's exactly how I feel in the moment. Parang papunta ako dun sa set, alam ko magiging mahirap tong araw na to, I cannot let my guard down kasi magaling lahat ng mga ka-eksena mo. But at the end of the day, when it's fun, it's challenging, parang it's more, worthwhile, it's more fruitful, mas hindi mo siya makakalimutan. And at this point, yeah, it's definitely not easy. Kasi nga, iba yung sistema rin ni BQ but I've come to embrace it. But I'm having the time of my life, enjoying every single day.
Last na lang, Jake. Magsasabay ba yung airing nitong Batang Quiapo at saka nung
I would hope so. Sa akin, syempre, if they want me to stay in Batang Quiapo, ako naman, ilalaban ko Kasi ilalaban ko talaga na sana mag-stay pa din. Kasi, so pag nakita niyo yung What Lies Beneath, sobrang layo ng characterization. In fact, like, to be honest, pag hindi, yung ina-angle ko kasi with that is, it's really not a body experience So pag nakita niyo yung trailer neto, it's so far from how I really am. And I think this is the role that's gonna show that na ang layo na sa sarili ko. And maybe at some scenes, hindi mo ako makikilala. Because of the prosthetics, because of the things that I'm wearing. So, for me, I think like, I'm willing to work hard for both shows. Yung sinasabi ko sa kanila, ba't kailangan may mawala? But, of course, kung yun ang decision ng ABS, kung yun ang decision ng management, I have to respect that. But from now till that point, gagalingan ko talaga. Kasi na-appreciate ko yung audience ng Batang Quiapo. Kasi kahit saan ako pumunta, Congressman Miguelito Guerrero. Saka ka nakakita ng kontrabida, alam nila lahat ng dance. So for me, I'm honestly having the time of my life taking Batang Quiapo. And if I can do both at the same time, tapusin ko parehas at the same time, I will take it.
Okay. Thank you, Jake.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank
Nice to
you so
see you again.
much, Miss Janice of Bulgar. Okay. Next naman, we have a few questions from Ate Hannah Mallorca of Inquire.net.
Hey, Hannah.
Hey Jake, so yeah, natouch mo na nga siya kanina. So how does it feel knowing na nagpa-trend yung Miguelito dance mo? Tapos ang dami na rin gumagaya sa TikTok.
It's the first time I ever did a contrabida role na nag-resonate ng ganito. Like, you know, I understand naman like when it's successful, diba? But I really didn't understand, I really didn't expect na mag-hit siya ng ganyan. Imagine, nalala ko yun eh, kasi the step that I was doing, they just, wala pa 5 minuto yun. Parang, Jay, can you do like a step pag-enter mo dito? Sabi ko, excuse me? Sabi ko, I'm not a dancer, guy. Pero naalala ko si Chi when we were hanging out and she just kept doing the stick po. Tapos ginawa ko siya and then literally 2 days later, there's 70,000 posts of people doing the dance. So, quite proud of it. But at the same time, I have Chi to thank for that. But also, like, kailangan ko rin pasalamatan yung show. Kasi like, alam ko naman na you know, these are the things na they choose to really show it eh. They choose to really promote it. And sinasabi ko kay Direk Coco na I really do appreciate yung pag-promote nila sa akin. And na-appreciate ko yung, yung pag-suporta nila sa akin pagdating dyan. Sample. Wag. Pag sa taping ko lang kaya gawin yan.
Pero actually, knowing nga na kontrabida ka, pero maraming layers yung paging kontrabida mo dito sa Biko. How does it feel knowing na you show a kontrabida pero not just like masama siya or what, marami siyang
Well, definitely, I'm not holding back on that stuff. Like, that's yun naman sinabi ko kay David. Yung sinabi ko kay Makoy. Sabi ko, I told Makoy the first time I worked with him. Diba? I told him, sabi ko, you're gonna get the redemption. I'm gonna help you get that redemption by being worse than you. So I'm never gonna hold back on being that evil bad guy. And I really do enjoy being bad. In the show, but not in real life, of course. But sabi ko nga, it makes this character very different from everything else kasi marami siyang layers, marami siyang dimensions. And for me, parang, I tie that whole step up with it's a bit psychotic, right? Parang he's doing that's 1 second, and then the next second I have that scene with the bid. So it's all like, I guess to sum it all up, it's my version of American Psycho or like Philippine Psycho. Diba? If I had to summarize the whole portrayal, it's my opportunity to do something like that, and I'm so grateful to have that opportunity.
So last for me, so we all know na iba ka talaga mag-portray ng kontrabida, pero
Thank you.
nagsasama ka na ba?
Me? No. I'm only gotten started. I'd like to be quite honest with you, para sabi ko, there's a lot of firsts for me. It's the first time I'm doing this role also sober. So it's the first time I'm really like, absorbing everything in that way. Diba? So it almost feels like I'm starting all over again. It feels fresh. So, and then at the same time, parang all those like iconic roles that they were showing earlier about the bad guys I did in the past, parang those to me when I'm seeing it, it's all obsolete. It's an old version that I don't act like that anymore. So now parang given lahat ng mga oportunidad na to, which is really big, diba? Like Batang Quiapo and then to be doing another show at the same time. Parang I'm so excited to showcase or show what I've learned or about the knowledge I've acquired through the years. So parang, no, not at all. Hindi ako nagsasawa. Parang I feel like I just got started.
Thank you, Jake.
Thank you so much.
Congrats.
Thank you, Hannah. Just a little bit.
Thank you so much,
Thank you so
Hannah of Inquire.net. Okay, before we move on to our next friend from the media, of course, Kuya Jake, I just want to say, grabe talaga yung ngipin ni Kuya Jake, okay? Can I just say that? And he mentioned 110% totoo ang ngipin niya. Kuya Jake, would you like to repeat it for all of our
Wow.
viewers and our friends from the media?
I said that as calmly as I could.
Yes.
Alright, but yeah, no, my teeth and definitely my physique or my face. I'm proud to say that I have no offense. Like, I actually have so much respect for people who like to better themselves. So for me, if you're a person who wants to improve, if you want to go that way, I really, really respect that. But one thing I am proud of, diba, sa 23 years kong artista, I haven't had anything done yet. Not my teeth, not plastic surgery, even though I'm with IB, even though I'm with GAOC. So I'm really proud of that. But of course, I can't promise anything. You never know when you get to 45 or 50. you might have to do
Bulldogs.
some improvements.
Yes.
But for now, I'm proud of the fact that I've, I've stayed in the industry for 23 years without having to go that route yet. And that's one thing I'm really proud of.
Yes, guys, 110% ha. Nothing done. Care of Jay Cuenca. He said it
Hey, you
himself.
can bring a dentist and have a check.
Yes,
No problem.
exactly. Ang masasabi ko lang, sana all ganun kaputi yung ngipin. I wish. Okay, but of course, again, thank you so much, Kuya Jake, for clarifying that to everyone. I'm sure everyone was so curious for a moment. But now we have more questions from our friends from the media, Kuya Jake. Okay, this one is from Mikey Viñas of Capabilia Vines. Okay,
Hey,
how...
Mikey.
Yes, Mikey. Yes, Kuya Mikey. Okay. How is it like working again with Coco after Ikaw Lamang in 2014? 11 years.
Wow. I think kasi parang it goes like way past ikaw lamang eh. Kasi tayong dalawa talaga kami nagsimula. And then we also did Panday together. We did a lot of, big projects together. And sabi ko nga parang, I'm so grateful to Coco. Kasi parang I feel like every time we worked, parang I feel like nag-level up ako in a way. She also challenges me. Same way as I challenge him. But for me, I'm so proud of him. Kasi parehas kami, nakita namin yung isa't isa when we were starting in an audition room. Diba? And even when he messages me na pinupuri niya yung acting ko, I tell him simply, sabi ko, I'm just acting here. Ikaw, you really have to do the writing, the directing, and all that. So, for me, I'm so proud of him as a friend. And I respect him so much as a director and as a creative individual in the industry. And to work with him, kahit ilang beses pa kami magkatrabaho, he will always bring out the best in me. Kasi he deserves that. He deserves my best. And he deserves my dedication and commitment. And like I said, parang, sa Batang Quiapo, right now, as intense as the scenes are, we're having the time of our life. You're just, alam mo yung parang kararating mo pa lang sa set, tapos titingin sila, gabi na. It's like you're having so much fun while doing it. And sabi ko, it's so much better also to work together when we're like mature adults na rin talaga. We always had a good working relationship, but I would say parang ngayon would be like talagang it's even better this time. So I can only imagine 10 years from now it's even gonna be even better. Yes.
So interesting also. I guess back in 2014, Kuya, co-actors kayo. Ngayon naman, you're working with him as a directing actor.
Yeah.
What would you say is the biggest difference, Kuya, na ganon?
I think I know we got to work with each other every step of the way. Parang sabi ko, when we first worked at tayong dalawa, we were fresh. Like, we just got the ABS and, and then in Ikaw Lamang, it was a reverse naman. Siya naman yung bida ngayon, ako naman yung kontrabida. At tayong dalawa, ako yung bida din siya yung kontrabida. And then, when he directed me in Panday, that was his debut as a director. So I also experienced it for the first time as a director. So, but this time, it's very different kasi it's one thing to direct a project, but it's also another different story when you have to produce it. Kasi you have to think like an artist, but you also have to think like a businessman. And that's not easy. Diba? So for me, parang with him, parang all the props, all the respect in the world, and for me, parang I just try to be a device for them in the set. Yung tipong kung ano man ang mapasok sa utak niya, I'm there to deliver to whatever that is. Yeah.
And you're doing absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Ito naman, another question from Mikey Viñas again. Will we be seeing you in more screens after My Father, Myself?
Movie? Yeah.
Yes.
Well, for now, my schedule is it's really tricky, like my schedule right now. But definitely after these two projects, I would like to do a film. But I think like what I'd like to do like immediately, parang gusto ko gawin agad-agad. Like after these two projects, I have to do theater again. Parang after you do like big projects like this, parang you want to do something like theater to ground you and to kind of parang it helps me na mag-reset. Yung tipong ang dami mong ginawa, di ba? Like, let's say, Batang Quiapo, it's, months and months and months of taking and juggling also, like, another show. Parang I like to go back to theater, it's more pure in that way, and then at the same time, parang it grounds me, it makes me a better actor. So, I think more than a movie, but which, if a good offer comes, I will definitely accept, but parang my instruction to, like, my management right now, the more important thing is theater after this. Yeah.
So interesting, no? Grabe. I think first time ko marinig yung parang an actor who goes after teleserye and theater. I think that's my first time I've ever heard that, and that's very interesting.
Oh, thanks.
Yes. But of course, thank you again, Kuya Jake. And thank you as well to Mikey Viñas. Of course, yes, one of our friends from the media. We also have here a shout out. We would like to give our shout out to our viewers from Middle East and Korea.
Hey guys.
안녕하세요. Wow, thank you guys for watching us. And again, don't forget to use our official hashtag, #StarMagicSpotlight. Comment down below if you guys have any questions for Kuya Jake. We would love to read it later on. But we have another question from our friends from the media. Daniel Villapando of Star Express. Okay, so Kuya Jake, his question is, you've portrayed a wide range of characters in your previous film and television projects. Is there a specific role that you haven't played yet that you would love to take on in the future?
I think that May, December, the one that Janice mentioned, I haven't done a project like that I would love to. Kasi parang I do like, parang I feel like I'm at a perfect age at the moment to have a project with, di ba, with like, let's say Mom Char or even like Maricel Soriano or like Sharon Cuneta. That's something I would really like to do. Talaga, like, kasi of course like when I see Ma'am Charo, Maricel, and Miss Sharon, I was fans of theirs. So for me to actualize a project with them, that would be a first, and I would be like so excited to work with them. Talaga. Like I said, parang in Batang Cab, I'm almost begging them to give me a scene with Ma'am Charo. Kasi, you know, parang, we did a movie back then called Eerie with Make Red, but we never did a scene together. So that's still like, you know, that's still a bit of a frustration for me. I really want to work with her. Yeah.
It's gonna be your full circle moment, na, the 20
Yeah, I
years.
hope. Or like I said, Miss Maricel and Miss Sharon, that would, same boat for me. Para that would be a dream project for me.
Kuya Jake, have you ever portrayed anything like mga split personalities, more on the mental side of things? Split personalities, bipolar disorders. Are you open to doing those?
I think what lies beneath is an attack on some of those things, and then, but also like Katlea Killer was one, you know. So, yeah, in Katlea Killer, kasi parang they gave me a lot of like interesting scenes. I really enjoyed each and every single one. And para to play like to play that type of role, like a psycho killer, that's like every actor's dream. If you're a guy, diba? That's why you wanna like act is for roles like that. So for me, with What Lies Beneath, just a little bit of a spoiler. That's more or less parang it's gonna be a prolonged experience of that. It's like a teleserye version of that. So mas maraming eksena, mas maraming scenes para ihimay yung mga mental disorders and all these things that come along being a sociopath. So hopefully na panoorin niyo yan. It's coming out this year. That's
Yes. Guys, once again, What Lies Beneath. Out very soon, starring Jake Cuenca. And of course, thank you again to Daniel Villapando of Star Express for your question. And I believe kung meron pang mga questions from our friends from the media, feel free to do so. But if not, that closes our floor from our friends from the media. Thank you guys so much for your questions. And also thank you again to Kuya Jake for joining us here at our Star Magic Spotlight press conference. So of course, Kuya Jake, before we end, do you have a message to all of your supporters watching us right now?
Yes, kunin ko lang yung pagkakataon. Magpasalamat po sa lahat ng mga kapamilya natin here and abroad. Please, supportan niyo po ang Batang Quiapo, weeknights po yan. And What Lies Beneath, coming out 2025. Abangan niyo po yan. And again, sa lahat ng mga kapamilya natin here in the Philippines and abroad, maraming salamat sa pagsusuporta niyo sa ABS-CBN.
Once again, guys, madami ng projects si Kuya Jake this 2025. And we are so excited to watch them all. Kaya congratulations again,
Thank you
Kuya
so
Jake. And we
much.
can't
Thank you for
wait
having
for
me.
more. Once again, everyone, Coffee Project, let's give it up for Jake Cuenca! Yes! Thank you so much also to our friends from the media for coming here again, Coffee Project. And also Team Bahay, thank you for watching us online. But then don't forget that we will be back in just a few minutes with another favorite Kapamilya artist of yours, yes. But again, my name is Ayana Perlas, Jake Cuenca, our first time here on Star Magic Spotlight Press. And we'll see you guys again later. Bye, guys!
See you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That's good job.
Standing. Together muna. Alright, 1, 2, 3. One more go. 1, 2, 3. Solo natin. Go. Minutes. 1, 2, 3. One more go. 1, 2, 3.
Click here. Click here. 1, 2, 3. Isa pa. Last one.
Any follow-up questions?
Hello. You know, for me, I think it's about the leader role. I've never experienced it. I've never experienced parang someone in the public do something to me, but definitely online, you're gonna get some heat. So expect that, expect a couple of people. But like I said, parang kanina, the one and the leader role I'm playing right now is really different. Because when I step outside, they're doing the dance, they're doing the steps, so it's actually pretty enjoyable. Yeah. You know, tulad ng lagi sinasabi, I don't limit myself. So parang, if I like the script, if I like the project, I will do it. If I'm a fan of the director,